Hey everybody, it's Teresa and welcome back. So just getting right into it. I've been researching things that you can do to start feeling more beautiful and confident today. So I have compiled 5 of them. For the most part, these are things that you can incorporate today to feel more beautiful. So number 1 is to wear the color red. So I used to have this red dress, which was really sexy, but apparently I donated it. So I'll talk about the other options too. So if you're like me and you don't have red anymore, like I have a red shirt, but I don't find it sexy. So in an article that I read, there were 5 psychological experiments that psychologists tested, and they also tested how different colors affected men's attitudes towards women. So in the study, symmetry, hip size, scent, and by that I mean the pheromones, they're all attractiveness features. But those are also not something that we control because they're physiological. But there is one thing that men find attractive on the opposite sex, and it goes both ways, so it goes with women too, but it's the color red. So it's called the peacock effect, and like I said, it's actually true for both sexes, but for different reasons. So for women find men who wear red attractive because it sends signals of status and dominance. And I laughed at this because it's funny, because it makes us sound like we're born gold diggers. I mean, I know that's not the case. It's just that's what popped into my head. So to me, it's probably being more provided for. And that makes sense because we as women have a lot on our plates. We're wives, we're mothers, we take care of the household. And these days we do it while working. But I digress. So the study mentions that men are attracted to women who wear red for biological reasons. So while red was the dominant color in the study, there were also other colors, and it really just applies to bright colors in general. And no, they don't need to be neon, but take this jacket, for example. It's a bright color, and in my opinion, it goes better with my skin tone than red does. So red tends to wash me out, make me look a little pink. So I mean, if you're somebody that's out there in this god-awful dating scene, it's awful, I hated it, red is going to give you quite the edge. I mean, obviously there are other psychological aspects, but wearing red is something that you can do today to make yourself feel more beautiful. And I agree with that, because when I wear a red dress, I feel pretty dang beautiful and pretty dang sexy. Even when I wear red lip liner, it looks amazing. So the second and third thing you can do today is to focus on a better walk. And trust me, I took some videos of my walk and I was horrified to see that I, in fact, walk like a duck, as people have mentioned to me in the past. So I've been working on my walk this last week, just, not that over-exaggerated supermodel walk where they're crossing their legs like this, but with my feet slightly in front of me, and I'm inserting some image here. In addition, the study finds that the heels make you more attractive to the opposite sex. And I hope nobody is taking any offense to this video, because it's just information. And when I wear heels, I know that I feel more beautiful and more put together. So the study specifically found that nude heels are more attractive. And I think it's because it elongates your legs, and you don't see a break in your legs because the nude is matching your leg color. So I think that's why they find it more attractive, is just because it makes your legs longer. And then the third thing you can do, which also goes in line with the heels, so it's almost a twofer, and who doesn't love a twofer? And in the study, it finds, I think it was 100 men, they rated the attractiveness of several manipulated images displaying spinal curves, but the men were most attracted to the images of women exhibiting a hypothesized optimum of a 45-degree curvature of the lumbar. So, I mean, much of this is primal, and there's not much we can do about it, but we can take it into our consciousness and work on those. But this spinal structure would have enabled pregnant women to balance their weight over the hips, which leads to easier carrying and birthing of the babies. So I guess it makes some sense. I mean, so if you're seeing the theme, most of it is primal, it's because beauty is not necessarily arbitrary as social media makes you believe. So a lot of it's, more physical, And it's kind of funny to learn about this. Wearing heels, it also helps to give you that 45-degree curvature. So it's kind of like a win-win. I mean, it does suck because your feet hurt in 10 minutes. And I personally wear heels. Like if I take them to the office, I will also bring a pair of ballerina flats if I have to walk long distances. But I'll go ahead and put some flats on, some heels on, and just show you the difference between them and why it's probably sexier. So, I mean, you decide. It's obviously, if you're not a heel wearing person, definitely don't wear them. I mean, like I say, I got about 10 minutes and then I'm like, my feet hurt. So, all right. So the fourth thing that you can do to be more beautiful, and all of us, like, we can do this with makeup. The studies are showing like the increased facial contrast. It's a cue to perceiving youthfulness and femininity. And what I mean by this is, like, our lip color tends to lose the pink hue as we age. Like, a lot of people have like a really pink lip. I mean, even the red. So again, that peacock effect. But the pinker your lips, the more you're being perceived as beautiful and youthful. I mean, if you think about it, like when you have a pink lip, like, you're more likely to want to be kissed. So I know for me, whenever I put anything on my lips, like, it's like a sign to Richard that he needs to kiss me. It doesn't matter. It's like 2 seconds later, I'll put some Aquaphor on and he's like, oh, I need to kiss you. So I'm constantly reapplying all of my lip colors because that's what he likes to do. So another thing that happens as we age, especially if you're not wearing your sunscreen, is sun damage. So it darkens our skin, we get sunspots, we get melasma, and then the pink of our lips fading. Our facial features just kind of start to blend together, and our eyes tend to lose that colorful ring around them. Not that we can change that. You can also use the lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk. I think this is the lightest color, but you can put this on. So this is fantastic. And the last thing you can do to look more beautiful is to smile. So I struggle with this because not smiling is a protective, like, defense. It's like a measure, like, don't talk to me. So I don't smile because my hope is that strangers will just go away and not talk to me. I want them to think that I'm mean. And people always tell me I have the most beautiful smile, and that's fine, but I think it causes wrinkles because, I mean, look at this. Like, we don't want this going on. But since I've met Richard, I do smile more because he smiles and he jokes a lot, and he'll always use that reverse psychology. Fine, don't smile, which instantly makes you smile. He's such a brat. I am actually a very nice person. I'm very considerate. I listen. Like, I'm a better listener than I am a talker, and I want people to feel better about themselves. So I've really started to work on my smile because it does increase your face value from what I've heard. But I thought, you know, these are great tips to help us feel more beautiful without a lot of effort. So if you like this video and found it informative, don't forget to like and subscribe to be notified of new videos. That's all for today. Bye.